Welcome to another episode of the HomeTown podcast, where you learn beyond what you're taught and you know more than what you've heard. We got a very special guest today, Tasha Moore, and Tasha's been with our bank for how long?
11 years.
11 years. So as a part of these episodes, we're just trying to make an effort to get people to know who we are. And what's really been interesting is it's not just a customer that's learning about us. And, like in your case, you're seeing the customer almost on a daily basis. But also our employees are learning a little bit more about each other through these interviews. And so that's really the purpose of it, is just kind of a very relaxed introduction of yourself to the folks that don't really know you. That's that Tasha that works at the bank, and that's it. Right. That's all they know. So let's start with where you from, where you went to high school.
Born and raised in Springville. Graduated from Springville High School. Graduated from UAB. Major in criminal justice. I have 2 sisters and 2 brothers.
Wow. Pretty good sized family.
Oh, yeah.
Older, younger?
I have 1 younger sister and older sister and 2 older brothers.
Okay. Are they around? They live close by, or where?
Yes, my 2 brothers are actually from Aniana. My oldest sister, she's based in Baltimore, Maryland, and then my youngest sister, she's still in Springville.
Oh, okay. So relatively close, except for the Baltimore. But that's just a plane away, right?
That's
just
right.
One plane
that's
away.
Right. Non-stop, Southwest, right?
Non-stop. Yeah, that's right. And you know when those occur too, probably.
That's right.
So, you mentioned UAB. Criminal justice, that's an interesting background.
Yes.
What made you want to do that?
Well, I really wanted to go into law, but I started banking while I was in college, and I just found a passion for it, and I stuck with it. So
one of the things we figured out is criminal justice is a great fit for banking.
Oh, yes, it is.
I always say that we're in the human behavior business where, we try to we try to know more about how a person behaves or how they react or how they act before we do it. And not necessarily, from a bad direction like fraud or some of that stuff that we deal with, but more just in general terms, what makes people do the things that they do.
That's right.
And that's part of what criminal justice is, right? I mean, Is that kind of what you study or?
And also to add with it, I did, sociology, so I think they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
But
right.
It's absolutely human behavior. We all behave different, and that's okay.
So when you graduated from UAB, what did you do?
I stayed with the banking. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you did have a short stint with UAB alumni or whatever, or how'd that work out?
I did. I worked with them for 2 years. It was great. And then I had the opportunity to come here. So it was a great change.
As a part of that 2-year thing, did you meet with alumni or how? I mean,
yes.
You get to meet a lot of different type of people, I guess, then as far as backgrounds or professions, that kind of stuff.
Correct. During that time, I was over the membership recruitment. So I was tasked with reaching out to UAB alums, to make sure that they reinstated their membership yearly.
I mean, I still get stuff. I graduated Jack State, and I still get stuff from Jack State constantly.
Oh, yeah, same.
Here, hey, what about, are you interested in giving this or giving that, And
it's important to give back. You look back and you see and can be proud of what the university that you attended is still doing and contributing to society. So,
yeah, and how it impacted you.
Absolutely.
And you're still carrying that forward. It's kind of similar thing. So you mentioned coming on at HomeTown. That's been, you said 11 years. Is that correct? Right. It's amazing to me how many we I sit and talk to. And, as you get older, first it's 5 years ago, then it was 10 years ago. In most cases, when I say 5 years, it's been 10 years. And when I say 10 years, it's been 20 years. So what's 10 years to me, right, is 20 years to the reality. So I have to be really careful about age, number one. And number two is, how long have you been here? Because I'm thinking everybody's only been here a few years, and everybody's been here at least more than 10. So,
It feels that way, yeah.
Yeah. So what is your primary role at the bank? What is it that you primarily do day to day?
I'm in all the branches at least once per week. So just overseeing anything that's retail related. That's the front side of the bank. Helping customers, helping the employees. So
Yeah.
anything that pertains to, your day-to-day banking needs.
Yeah. Just to kind of dovetail on what Tasha's talking about, she has an extraordinarily large responsibility, because anything that has to do, the way we kind of differentiate between retail and operations is that in retail, anything that touches the customer on a regular basis, face-to-face, voice-to-voice, whatever. So we're talking about communications, telephone. We're talking about, in our case now, intelligent teller machines, where you're pulling up and seeing a video with a face on the other side, and then of course your traditional stuff where you've got a branch building and you're dealing with them that way. We have so many different ways to communicate with customers now.
Oh yeah,
and so that just really makes the job more complex, I'm sure, and the role more complex.
Oh yeah, like I said, a lot of different channels, but it's challenging, but it's also rewarding, to see the growth from the employee standpoint and the customers adapting to the way that banking has just evolved.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're the epitome of, if you can't do the people, you can't do the banking. Because, we're in the business of the public and the business of people. I mean, we're in a people business, and we'll always be that way. And sometimes we want to discount it a little bit, pay attention to the app. Well, there's a person looking at that app.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the app itself. It's the person looking at the app that's our customer.
Right.
And keeping that customer, getting what they want, when they want it, and the way they want it is critical. And of course, we work off of a real high, what we think of as a very high standard for our customer, service, our customer experience. We want it to be exceptional, and you're in charge of that. I mean, from a interactive perspective. So, it's a big job, and it brings on lots of opportunity for laughter, maybe, or something funny. I mean, we work hard,
Absolutely.
but we play hard, and sometimes the two overlap.
Yes.
And we have a good time while we're at it. So, you probably go now and pay attention and know that you've had some real funnies that happen. One thing that I remember was we had an ATM at Pinson that somebody tried to steal.
Not one time, Danny, but twice.
Twice, yeah. And of course, we have cameras everywhere.
Yes.
Okay, and the camera, the resolutions are amazing now. You can see things really clearly. But were you the first on the scene, I guess you'd say, after that happened? Mm-hmm. So we go and pull our video, and this is just a comedy of things that they were trying to do to pull that ATM out of there.
It's a comedy, but it's also frustrating. You get a call from Jefferson County 911 at 5 a.m. saying that there's been a burglar attempt at your branch. I'm like, great. So, but.
And when you got there, it was just a
mess.
A mess.
Because I'm like, we'll never catch the people, but it just created more work for us.
Yeah.
But
just kind of go in detail a little bit here. They used a chain on the back of a Tahoe and tried to pull the machine out of the ground and just couldn't do it. And finally somebody pulled up, and that's the reason that they left. I think
They left and they came back.
They came back,
Yes.
and they came back with a bigger tool, and they left the chain, the hitch, and everything else laying there. And we had video of all of it.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's been real interesting to look at every once in a while if you want to kick. We have got to compile all this stuff for a, blooper.
Yeah.
Or something like that anyway.
Yeah, and then it turns around and happens again just a couple months later. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why does this happen? But
well, what do you see is really different with HomeTown? I mean, I know you've had some other work experiences. What would you say that's different?
Well, the company and the culture is different. We are put in a position to make decisions. We don't have to report directly to someone all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You are trusting me with, 35 employees on the front side of the bank. You've entrusted me with that responsibility. So if I can't help them, if they need the help, then I know where I can go to get it. A lot of times, that chain of command is, more important than just having a normal conversation. And again, just that type of culture.
Well, I guess another way to frame this question too is what surprised you when you started working?
That people really care, I don't know. I mean, I've been in banking, like I said, I guess I had 10 years. Yeah, right at 10 years before I started working for HomeTown. So it was completely different. It was fascinating because I had seen things here within a year or so than I had seen over the previous 10 years that I had. So
yeah, we'll give you a fast forward experience.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Which is good. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, it keeps you on your toes and keeps you excited, Well, one last question. What is it that you're really enjoying doing outside the bank right now, or just in general terms of things that you're involved in? You play pickleball?
I do not.
You're one of the, and I don't either. So you and I are in rarefied air today, but what about anything else? I mean, some things that you're just doing.
Well, I love hanging out with my family and my friends. Of course, right now it's football season, so you got to watch a lot of football. Go Blazers, War Eagle. Go Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay. But, and then, I can't discount having a great dinner, nice restaurant. So Birmingham's restaurant scene is really good right now. So
it's a hidden gem, and we enjoy it. And I'm always calling on you to figure out exactly where I need to go, the latest, greatest restaurant. And it's an ever-changing one, too.
It is.
So we are very fortunate to have that this close by.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you again for your time, Tasha. I know it's very valuable, and you're busy. You've obviously got 35 people you got to go make sure they're waiting on our customers the correct way. So thanks for what you do for us. It's great to have you on our team. And thanks again for joining us for the HomeTown podcast, and we look forward to seeing you next time.